Pochettino we say in Argentina. I come from Argentina, so the title of my study is Creative Cultural Management Policies, a small town view from the end of the world, as the Pope says. Yes? I'm not original. All right. My colleague before explained the question of the research, of the lack of studies concerning what happens in small cities with creative cultural policies. So I'm not going to go deep down into this because he already said it, right? Okay, the question is that I think that definitely the size and nature of the market for cultural activities is a determining fact. This is a video that shows where I come from. You see, Argentina, we're going down. The province is called Santa Fe. My city is called Galvez. It's a 24,000 people place. Yes, very small one. All right, and I'm going to talk about the launching of a new municipal cultural equipment that is called Casa de la Historia y la Cultura del Bicentenario de Galvez. A very long name, yes? All right. My belief is that culture is definitely a dimension for development in inner cities, yes? And that by sort of empowering the creative sector to work together with other sectors of society, what we can do is start a process of transformation, of renovation, and ultimately gain our citizens access to a better quality of life. In this framework, then, the culture manager takes on different roles. The role of researcher, that is, the culture manager needs to look into the territory, the people, and their idiosyncrasies. And then, enabler. This is a term I borrowed from methodology, didactics. I'm a teacher, you know? So teachers are enablers, facilitators. We need to develop sensitivity to what is hidden in the nets of culture. Yes, we have to try to discover, yes, what is hidden, the networks that are there, and bring them to light. And we also need to think about the impact that the policies that we implement may have on the market, on the labor market, economy, and ultimately on social well-being. So the question to pose is, why creative cultural policies? The picture tells you something, right? We all have the same problem, crisis, economic crisis. So, what are cultural policies? Cultural policies are ideational constructs, and they depend on governmental styles. Let me tell you, in my country, the bias has been for many years to consider that culture is synonymous with expenditure. So, I'm going to try to show you how creative cultural policies can aid local governments, yes, to struggle in this never-ending fight against flagging economies. All right, I'm going to try to describe what cultural policies are to me. They are interlocking systems. They are a new inventory of practices that are meant to create what I call a supportive network of doers. They are carried out in this, through this methodology that is networking, and they are meant to disclose opportunities, what I was telling you about, yes? Discover what lies behind the surface, or below the surface, actually. And they should be capable of creating experiences, that is, not single events, experiences in their own right. If we want to sell the city, we need people to experience new things. All right, I'm going to show you how this can be accomplished from a new space like the house. The house was not contrived as just a single event space. It was contrived to tell stories. Yes? You can see on the walls, this is the entrance of the house. There is a photographic exhibition, yes? This was a result of the collaborative work of a group of photographers, a historian, and a librarian. And together they decided to build this script of city life. I'm going to show you more in detail what they did. Yes, through digital interventions in old and more recent pictures of the place, they found a way to tell the story from the foundation of the city to the present. So when visitors come, this is a very good excuse to tell them the story of our origins, yes, in highly interpretative language. So the house itself becomes a space, yes, that tells a story, and the cultural operator becomes a storyteller. This is a network that we were able to create, yes, from the house. What you see here is the house and not the interconnections that we were able to make. And this is the local government, because they had something to do. All right, so the interconnections were connected with, not only with the arts and institutions connected with the arts, but also with other sectors of society. Museums, tourism, gastronomy, entrepreneurs. Here is an example of networking. This was the opening night of the house. What you can see there is a lightning work of art by a local emergent artist that was sponsored by a local firm. Inside the auditorium that lies here, there was a local tango band playing, yes? In the hall, you also see the photographic exhibition I was telling you about minutes ago. Well, that was presented by means of a narration of poems. And we had the presence of the press. I don't know if you see the press there. Okay, these are other policies that we carried out. As you can see, the house was made like the center, the starting point for cultural industries, yes, to open up to the city and to the region. We launched specially planned educational programs for students of all ages. Festivities were the time, yes, to bring younger generations to the house, and also to revive our heritage, yes, to engage entrepreneurs also to either exhibit or sell their products as well. And then the house also became the starting point for tours, yes, touristic tours that we launched from the house as a new way to know the city. Okay, a reflection. Have you ever had broken hearts? Anyone? Okay, everybody. Everybody. For many years I've heard people in my town tell me, I've fallen out of love with my town. I want to go away. I want to leave. And I started thinking, it's the same feeling we have when we break up, yes, with our couple. The space becomes smaller, you need to divide the assets, that's not nice. And then you have this feeling that you need to move out. This happened in my town for many years. So, I think that creative cultural policies can in a way fight this feeling. When you don't feel that you are developing either professionally or personally, yes, you need to be part of something. Creative cultural policies have enhanced social interaction. They created opportunities for expansion of the art and the cultural industries also. The development of entrepreneurship too. Access to education and heritage, and strategic alliances that led to better services. The outlook of the city changed. The houses around were renovated, and believe it or not, the adjacent roads were paved. Yes, they were not paved before. The human resources programs developed new zones of expertise, yes, and we made a point at creating new publics for the creative sector, beginning with the little ones, the children. All right, by way of conclusion, let's say that creative cultural policies gave us the opportunity to create this supportive network of doers. That was actually like a loose federation of like-minded individuals, yes? But they were based on a project, right? And they were contingent. They changed all the time. It's not that it's one network that can be used for anything. They are changeable all the time. The culture operator becomes very important, especially when he or she needs to convince the government, yes, that they can fight financial difficulties by means of implementing this kind of policies. Finally, creative cultural policies can contribute to building a positive urban self-image. Intangible, yes, but possible. And it is my feeling that people may fall in love with their hometown again. Thank you very much.